I don't see the point of approaching women or bagging women. There's no point unless you know. The only way you get her is if you already know she's into you.
So what if you're out somewhere and you find an attractive woman? You're not going to go up to her?
There's no point.
Why?
Because they choose. There's absolutely no point of, what do you mean how?
But how do you know you're not chosen if you don't go up to her?
You don't have to go up to her. When a woman wants what she wants, she shows you that she wants it.
Not all women do that.
All y'all looking at the camera, lie and say y'all don't. These women listen, there's dudes that don't gotta do nothing but breathe. Hey, I think you're so handsome. I think you're this. Women will come up to them. I used to be one of those guys. And then
Which one? Which one were you? Come on now, which one were you? The one that women used to come up to you?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You
Stop approaching women, please. Y'all niggas are falling for the hezzy. Stop. Approaching women in 2025 might be the worst thing a nigga can do. I just seen a video of a woman asking men why we don't approach them anymore. That bitch trying to be funny. Let me give you some reasons why approaching women in public might not be good for us. One, you don't know if she actually like you. You might approach her and it's, I got a boyfriend university, which is fair because either she actually do have a boyfriend or she's trying to politely reject you, which is W rejection. That's best case scenario. More realistically, it's gonna be 4 vending machines, 1 snack versus my bitch ass. I start talking to the attractive one out the group and here go the fridge. She don't fuck with you. She don't like you. Leave us alone. Us? Damn! Can fine shit say that? Can the attractive one of the group say that? Can group leader speak? Damn! Are you the troll protecting the bridge? Fuck! All I'm saying is, can I get rejected by the person I'm speaking to? I'm fine with rejection. Why am I getting rejected by the ugly of the group? No, I'm just saying, buddy. Like, why is the refrigerator protecting the snacks, buddy? Let the snack speak. The snack has feelings too. Now, as a woman, you're probably thinking like, oh, well, why don't you just speak to the girls individually? Like, it's weird when you're speaking to a group of women. You have to talk to the refrigerator first so she can open up her door to the snacks. I don't know why that's the way it is, but it's just the way it is. You got to throw a couple compliments, even if you don't mean it. Now, as I know women are watching this and they're probably like, well, she probably does know her friend's type. Man, let the friend reject me, buddy. Me personally, I like to approach groups of women to, shoot my shot if I'm in public, because I just feel like women are more comfortable when they're around their friends. Me personally, I've never got like a disrespectful no. It's always like, oh no, I'm okay. Or no, I got a boyfriend, or, it's usually I get the I got a boyfriend thing. But I never like got a disrespectful no, but I've seen disrespectful no's. It's worse things than no, buddy. And I don't want to invalidate anybody's feelings, but the way women are so mean these days, you would think men aren't scary enough. Like, you would think that men aren't as scary as people portray us to be. The no's that I've seen are insanity, boy. I think one of the worst ones I've ever seen is one of my friends walked up to a group of girls, right? He's just walking up. Immediately, the girl starts screaming. Ah! Right? So we're all laughing, because why could she be screaming? She proceeds to say, I thought Halloween was in October. You're a little bit early, huh, buddy? I would have cried immediately. Matter of fact, I would have had to air that bitch out. I think ugly is a mean word to use, right? So if I said ugly throughout this video, I apologize, I retract it. Now, I don't think the rejection is the bad part. I think when people that you're not attracted to is also laughing at you, it makes it 10 times worse, because you're looking over and it's like, why that big ugly bitch laughing at me? I wasn't talking to her, I'm talking to her friend. But her friend just called me a monster. So now the big bitches and ugly women are laughing. Probably gonna get canceled for this video. Point of me saying that is, man, if a woman rejects you, take that on the chin and keep it pushing. There's more fish in the sea, buddy, I promise.
My friends were telling me the other day about being cowardly because I didn't approach a woman. And honestly, yes, it was a lack of confidence. They were telling me that I shouldn't have a lack of confidence because I'm not ugly. I don't believe myself to be ugly. I mean, obviously I don't think I'm the absolute pinnacle of male attractiveness, but I do think I'm decently attractive. Sometimes my confidence can diminish, but most of the time I'm pretty confident in that aspect of myself. The lack of confidence comes from the way I present myself. Now, that can mean two things. It can mean clothing, style, but it could also mean my demeanor. See, I'm not used to approaching women, and I can be socially awkward, so I know that my demeanor can be a little off. So yeah, I'm not particularly confident in that. Second, I know that the current state of my life isn't one that many people are going to be particularly fond of, I want to say. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate my life or anything, but I know from an outside perspective, I can be doing better for myself as a 20-year-old. So yeah, that results in a lack of confidence, because I feel like even if I do get past the initial talking to you and getting your number and whatnot, that once you get to know me, like even just a small part of me, and there would have been no point. You would have just wasted your time. I would have just wasted both our time. There's also other aspects I consider. Oh, I'm a bad texter. I start thinking of the negative aspects of myself. I also think of the fact that I'm not necessarily looking for a relationship. Like, I wouldn't mind getting into one if I found someone that I really enjoy being around and could see myself being with for the rest of my life. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily looking for that. I'm fine on my own. I like being single. Also, I'm just scary. Call me Courage the Cowardly Dog.
People always ask me why I don't approach women. I don't approach women because I know it's really real when they approach me. Like, I'm not the most attractive dude on this earth. I'm not. And I don't think I am. I think I'm handsome, though. And I'm handsome enough to be approached. I'm not the tallest dude on earth. I'm 5'7". But you'll realize height doesn't really matter. Height only matters to some women. That's why I don't approach women. I know it's real when you approach me. I know when you would really want me when you approach me. I'm not going to know that if I approach you. And the reason why I'm not going to know that is because if I approached you, I can just imagine how many other dudes did. I can just imagine how many dudes hit you up on social media whenever you post a picture. How many dudes actually heart your story whenever you post a picture on social media. I know these things because I was one of those guys. So if you come to me, I know out of all the dudes that hit you up, out of all the dudes that actually approach you and talk to you, I know your attention is not on them. I know your attention is on me now, which means 9 times out of 10, you really want me. Whether or not your intentions is just to, fuck, talk, be friends, you want me. I got your attention now. And plus another thing, when it comes to most women, they like to hold information and they like to hold it to use it against you later in life. So I'm not finna DM a woman or approach a woman knowing that they holding them conversations, the message thread, or knowing that they holding that conversation you was trying to make in their head just to use it against you later. And it's crazy because when some of them find out that you with somebody or you talking to somebody else, or you talking to somebody they know, that's when more than likely they're going to end up using that information against you. No matter how minute the information is, they're going to try to use it against you. Of course, not in every circumstance, but in most circumstances they will.
All right, man, put a couple videos in there I should have, if I remember, about men saying why they don't approach women. Well, she choose, and like, this is this new beta male thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the most alpha things you used to can do was cold approach a woman. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I see something I wanted. What Dolph say? Said if I want something, I'm gonna go and get it. That's a man's mentality. A man's mentality is supposed to be a go-getter. It's aggression. You know what I'm saying? That's masculinity. Part of your DNA is to be a go-getter, to be aggressive, to go out there and go get it. If you see something you want, go get it. Well, she do the choosing, and why this don't make no sense. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get that men are tired of catering to women. It's tired of pedestalizing women. I get it. She'll come to me, and you see the frustration on old girl face. And that's really playing until, this feminist thing where they want this selective equality, right? And guys are basically saying, like, you got it. You want to be a man, you want to have a salon, that's what you want to do. Then guess what? You're going to go out here and you're going to
gonna have to be a man. You're gonna have to approach me. And you know, the whole soft guy era jokes and all that shit. And you got women say, well, they just want to be passive princesses. You created the atmosphere for that to happen. When you start saying you tired of guys approaching them, stop catcalling me, stop staring at me, stop flirting at me, oh, that's sexual assault. And the guy's like, okay, cool. Now that everybody got a camera on their phone, now AirPods having cameras on AirPods, and there's cameras on every corner, and oh, you know, women got cameras at the gym. You can't even grab away, and they thinking you trying to talk to them, and you can't even ask a question like, excuse me. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I get what the guys are saying is that all of a sudden it just take one woman to accuse you of something, your reputation is gone. You know? But now you got women saying, what happened to catcalling, and why guys don't flirt, or why they don't hold the door open anymore, and you know, all that type of stuff. Y'all created the atmosphere. See, this generation of men are taking y'all that face card value. Men that understand the game and older men understand y'all just fucking talking. Don't believe what you say. Believe how you moving, right? And that's what do. You know, they all believe in everything and they take y'all dead ass serious. Men are taking women dead ass serious this generation on what they saying about approaching and chivalry and being a nice guy, needing to have 6 figures and all that stuff. And you know, a lot of men don't understand. Watch their movements. All they talk about is dealing with brokies. So what that should tell you right then and there, they never had that 6-figure dude. Never could get them, never will. But, you know, approaching a woman is like, you want it, go get it. I don't have no issue with it. I would never tell y'all not to do it. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. And all the times, women don't give choosing signals. They don't give choosing signals in the way that we think choosing signals should be. Like wave you over or wink at you or smile at you, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you think a choosing signal is. Remember back in the day, if a girl danced with you at the club, that was, you know, okay. She chose you, pulled you on the floor to dance with you. All right, she choosing. You know, they choosing signals. I walked by him and he didn't say nothing. Well, I glanced while he wasn't looking, so he didn't. That's how they choose. No, that's they choosing signals. And like I told y'all before, you know, on some of the other videos, they look at it as a sport. You know, they look at a lot of this as a sport. And you like, what this mean? Like, they like to check guys out without the guy knowing they checked them out. That's a sport for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you will see women who guys to check out, they'll be checking them out, and you'll catch her, and you'll go over there, talk to her, and you might get the number, and then y'all might bring it up down the line. Like, remember, you know, we first started talking, and you was staring at me, or you was, you know, I wasn't looking at you. You was looking at, they'll lie about how y'all got together. That's one thing you notice about women. Certain masculine, that's how you know they really want to be, they really just want to be feminine, bro. Certain masculine traits, they shun. That's a fact. Certain masculine traits, women shun. Like, they don't want to be the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be the girl where the guy left. Kind of catch my drift? They don't want that. That's a fact. They don't want that. They don't want it. But they don't want to be known as the aggressor. Like you would be like, well, if she pulled you, she'll try to change, she'll lie and change the story. But you know, it was you that, no, it was you. You jumped in my DM, or you came up and talked to me first. They hate to play those roles, bro. Because it make them seem masculine, but all of a sudden on the internet, they saying things like they want to be men. I'm Big Mama, and I'm this, I'm that. They saying those things like they want to be men. But in reality, they want to just be women. But how they choose is so dumb. I walk by them. They won't even stare at you. You know, they won't even really look at you and smile or nothing. They just, that's why I say, man, just go up there and talk to her. And it's certain ways how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's certain ways how you do it, bro. Most guys are, don't be weird and awkward about it. If she with her kids, it's a no-go. If she in the middle of a workout set, it's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my bad. Finishing up I had to stop the video because I had to stop. But finishing up the video, I don't know where I left off at. But yeah, we start, talking about approaching women and stuff, man. Like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. And I think I was talking about how they play the little games and they choose the signals, like they I don't know. They think you mind readers, and that go into the relationship too. They think you can read their minds. But you got to understand, all women don't have a particular type neither. You know what I'm saying? So, so they don't really get good choose. I had women stare at me and I approach them. Oh, no, I'm not interested, but they just be staring at you. Like, choosing signals, isn't an indicator whether to approach or not to approach. It's not a good indicator. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember that. So sometimes you see something you want. Maybe you peep it out for a minute, make sure she ain't got a man, she ain't with her children, and then you go for the kill. You know what I'm saying? You go in. And with most guys, talking about they ain't approaching, this is a great time to approach. You know what I'm saying? When most guys talking about they not approaching, this is a great time to approach. So I think it's bullshit. But if you're gonna be creepy about it and like I said, when you approach, you don't really, you really just really, they exchanging social medias now. That's what they doing. So be it, because you got to look at the digital footprint. And if she on social media, she's twerking and shit, you know what it is. You know how to approach from there. But it's not. I mean, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Sometimes you might just catch her. You catch her leaving. You might holler at her for a minute. Let me holler at you for a minute. Or name me like, excuse me, whatever you want to say. Most of these women desperate. They sleeping with the kids and shit. Another teacher probably in Michigan got caught sleeping with the kids. So they desperate. All you gotta do is be confident. Don't trip over your words. Know what you about to say. At least to break it off. You then the conversation to get the flowing. And sometimes I done met women out and about, and we had enough sitting there having a 20, 30-minute conversation. The simple as that. So it's just real boss shit. Damn, this train, bro, it never. Oh my god, bro, this fucking train. So, damn, bro, I gotta bag out of this motherfucker because this whole ass train. Jesus Christ, bro. Something told me to keep going straight, but it is what it is. But yeah. So yeah, I think choosing. I think you chopping it up with her. Go get it. Be a go getter. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Now you don't want to be in the middle of a crowd or middle of people. That's more advanced. You middle of the gym, you holler at a girl in front of the middle of the gym. That's advanced. Or you at a crowded party and everybody standing outside, you approach her, But it's bullshit. She with her homegirls, you approach the one you want. You know what I'm saying? They respect that, man. So that's all I pretty much had to say. Not make a long story short. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Join the Patreon. It's on the link in the description. Peace.